Hello everyone, it's Huffle. Today I'm going to be talking about some protection spells. Now, some of the spells are going to be for jars, and then some of them are going to be for candles, and then some of them are going to be like for little baggies and little sachets that you can do. Now, with candles, it's very simple and very easy. All you're going to need is a white candle and a thumbtack or a toothpick to carve into the candle. What you're going to carve into the candle is the color that you want the candle to be. Now, you would want a black candle for protection magic, but it's not really easy to come by a black candle. You can find them on Amazon, but it is kind of pricey if you don't have the money for it. But what you want to do is get a thumbtack or a toothpick and carve into the candle the color that you want. But for specifically protection, you want to carve in black. And if you have an oil, you could rub the oil on it and say this candle is black and this is for protection for yourself or whoever you're making it for. And then you're going to carve your or the other person's name into the candle. And the candles that I use are usually the candles that you can find at like any dollar store or a Walmart if you have one. And it's the 7-day candles. They last for a while, so that's why I like to get them. And when you're done doing all of that, you can light it. And it lasts for a while, depending on how much you light it. And I've been able to keep one going for a little more than a week. And if you want to add herbs to it, you can. What I do, I get a pencil and I stab at least 3 holes in the candle, and then I would put the herbs into the holes that I've made, so it actually lasts a while, almost as long as the candle. And also it's safer, especially because it's fire. Now jumping into jar protection spells. And what I use for jars, I just get a plain jar that is clear. And you don't have to use a clear one if you don't have one. You can use any jar that you have actually. And what you're gonna need is the jar, a rusted nail if you have them. And if you don't, you can use chili powder or chili flakes if you have them. And you're gonna need some water. And if you don't have a lot, you could just use a rusted nail and water in a jar, and you could just use that. That's all you really need for this actually. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna fill the jar with water, and you're gonna put in the rusted nail, and you're gonna put in chili flakes and the chili powder, if you have them of course. And after that, you're gonna close it, you're gonna shake it, and while you're shaking it, you're gonna say this is for protection for me or for someone else. And you could write on a piece of paper the person's name that you're making the protection jar for, and then you're just gonna you could give it to the person if you want to, if they're comfortable with that. If they want you to keep it, you just have to keep it somewhere hidden so no one's gonna bother it or touch it or mess with it. And then if you want it to continue, you just have to go back to it every now and then, open it, let it air out, and then close it, and then shake it real good and recite the intentions that you want and for the jar and for that person or for yourself for protection, and then that's it. That's all you need. Now going into pouches and little baggies that you want to make for protection. Now a simple way you can do it is get some salt, a bay leaf, a piece of paper, and a stone that your friend or you likes. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna write your name or the other person's name on the paper, and you're gonna fold it while reciting this person is protected and they are safe. Now you're gonna pour the salt in. It could be any kind of salt. Regular salt works, pink salt works, black salt works even better if you can make it. You're gonna pour the salt into the bag. You're gonna put the paper in the bag, and then on the bay leaf you're gonna write protection or a protection sigil onto the bay leaf and put it in the bag as well. Now with the stone, you're gonna hold it in your hands and you're gonna imagine it protecting the person or yourself that you are making it for. Now after that, it should be energized enough to work, and then you put that into the bag and you seal it closed, and that's all you need to do for the pouch. Now for the veil, for everyday wear, you could use a bandana, a cloth, a beanie, or a headband. Now what you're gonna do is just put that energy into whatever you choose that you are wearing on your head, and you're just gonna hold it or leave it out in the sun, or you could leave it out in the moon to get an extra charge. And after that, it should be ready for everyday wear, and you should be good for a while, and you can always go back and recharge it in the sun or the moon. And that is all for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all having a wonderful day, week, and